Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law a bill banning abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy. It's called the Heartbeat Bill. The law bans abortions after the moment of gestational heartbeat can be detected in the womb. Opponents argue that that time frame comes before many women know they're pregnant. The 6-week ban would not go into effect until after the Florida Supreme Court overturns its previous precedent on abortion.
And here with us now is Dr. Arlene Herrero-Shostak with the Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America. She practices family medicine in Florida. Eileen, welcome. So can you tell us the main points of this bill as supporters of abortion and abortion providers argue that this causes women harm? Your response?
Well, I would say that the total opposite is true. This bill is protecting, obviously, the life of unborn babies from as early as 6 weeks when a heartbeat is first detected. And obviously, women's lives are going to be safe and protected through this bill.
Yeah. It's called the Heartbeat Bill, and at 6 weeks, there's a gestational heartbeat can be detected. Talk to us about the medical science of a gestational heartbeat.
So the heart is the first organ that is formed in an unborn baby, and at 6 weeks gestation, there is clear scientific evidence that the heart is fully formed and that there is a viable heartbeat. The baby actually has as much as a 90% chance of surviving once a heartbeat is detected. We use ultrasound technology to detect these heartbeats. Unlike what the opposite side says, this is not electrical activity. That is not what an ultrasound detects. It is movement. So we know that this is indeed a beating heart of an unborn baby.
According to a new poll by the SBA Pro-Life America, Florida's abortion ban has the support of some 62% of Floridians and 76% of Hispanics. As I mentioned earlier, you practice in Florida. Is that the sense that you see? And if so, that seems pretty significant.
It is, and it just makes me excited and proud to be a Floridian and to be also Hispanic, which Hispanics have an even greater percent of approval of this bill, up to 75%. I just think it reflects our sense of how we value life, how we understand that an unborn baby is alive from gestation forward, and that we don't get lost in the words and the terminology, and we don't try to confuse. We see the heartbeat, it is a baby and it is alive, and I believe that up to 62% of Floridians support it, and up to 75% of Hispanics support it as well.
Yeah, you recently wrote an op-ed in the Miami Herald about alternatives to abortion in Florida. Tell us about that.
Well, we just want to make sure that our audience understands all the resources that are available to women that find themselves in the midst of an unwanted or unplanned pregnancy. There are so many resources available through crisis pregnancy centers, or they also call them pregnancy resource centers. And all of these resources have actually increased now with this heartbeat bill, effective immediately. There used to be $5 million allocated a year. Now it's $25 million. So this is good news, and this is such a relief and hope for women facing an unplanned pregnancy. They have choices through, again, these centers to find all kinds of help, everything from medical services, financial services, counseling, parenting classes, help with their bills, with their utilities, even job training for the future, so that they are enabled and empowered to thrive in the future.
Yeah. Dr. Eileen Herrero-Shostak with Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America. Great to have you with us this evening. Thank you so much.